Adam Schiff panicking now over the release the memo hashtag going off the rails with an insane demand of Twitter. Christina Lalia for the Gateway Pundit reports, look at those eyes, first of all. This guy is totally insane. I mean, liberalism is a mental disorder, so I guess it's, that's just the look they give you. Christina Lalia for the Gateway Pundit reports that last week, the House Intelligence Committee quietly voted to make available a fellow House member a memo documenting the abuse of the FISA program, according to Fox News' Chad Pergram. Now, news of the FISA memo spread like wildfire on social media. Trump supporters pushed the Release the Memo campaign hashtag. We did it here. We pushed it hard last week. And this is all after GOP representatives came forward demanding that the document be released to the American public. And they deserve to see it. Now, the ranking House member, Intelligence Committee member Adam Schiff, well, now he's in full-blown panic mode as the release of the FISA memo is on the horizon. Schiff, he's in the middle of the corruption. As a ranking House committee member, he has fiercely worked to block Chairman Nunes from exposing the illegal unmasking and FISA abuse that took place during the 2016 presidential election. This guy right here, he is the gatekeeper. Okay? He is the gatekeeper. Adam Schiff and, of course, Senator Feinstein are now urging Twitter. Can you believe that? They're urging Twitter and Facebook to conduct a thorough forensic examination into the Release the Memo campaign, the hashtag campaign, as potentially an ongoing attack by the Kremlin. Oh yes, it's back to the Russians. It's always the Russians behind every single move. Oh, if the Democrats are going to get exposed, it's the Russians pushing it, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the American people are just so fed up with your crap. We're so fed up with all the lies you're pushing on the American people. We're so fed up with your policies of destruction of our republic that we're actually activated. We're actually doing something. We're fighting back for the restoration of this nation. What do? You keep selling us out. You don't want a wall. You want to bring in you want to open up the borders to every person. You don't care. All you care about is power and money and your lobbyists and your phony ass policies, scaring the American people into thinking that, yeah, global warming is happening and we all need to change our toilet bowls every. Shut up. Just shut up with all your crap, all your Democrat crap. Anyway, I'm totally digressing here. Let's get back on track. Yeah. So this whole hashtag campaign was all really spurred on by Russian bots. Unbelievable. This is peak desperation. This is the heightened psychosis of their mental disorder. They write that Adam Schiff and the Democrats do not want this 4-page memo to be released to the public. Two high-ranking California Democrats, they sent a letter to Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey and Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg urging they investigate the social media accounts. Yeah, they actually did this. Can you believe that? ABC News reports Senator Feinstein and Schiff urged Facebook and Twitter to investigate involvement of Russian bots pushing Release the Memo campaign. If these reports are accurate, we are witnessing an ongoing attack by the Russian government through Kremlin-linked-based social media actors. I got an idea. Really? How about you just go to war with them? I mean, if we're under attack by the Kremlin, let's just go to war. How about we invade them? How about we go find their little computer, We find Mikhail sitting in a coffee shop hitting retweet. Is that really what it is? Give me a frickin' break, Schiff, Feinstein, bunch of freaks. What else we got here? This is the, okay, so you can see there, that's the actual letter signed by both of them, the lunatics. Right here, it turns out that Adam Schiff's office was inundated with phone calls from citizens confirming that they're not Russian bots. How funny is that? Adam Schiff's office is now hanging up on citizens calling and saying they're not Russian bots. I love it. Oh, this is the greatest day ever. Okay, Adam Schiff's DC number, 202-225-4716. I actually got a live person. He wasn't too happy with my message, and he hung up. QAnon. Call Feinstein. Tell her you're not a bot. 415-393-0707. Leave a voicemail. Thanks. I think we should join in on that. If you haven't done so yet, do that. You can call Feinstein. or Schiff. What else we got here? Another one. I've called everyone. Got a side to answer. They ask you for a name and zip code, but they tell them the memo is an American issue, not a Burbank issue. My husband just got through to Schiff's office, told him censorship is communism, that he was an American citizen and didn't eat borscht and drink vodka. We the people want the memo. Schiff is a mental case and should resign. You know what? I agree with that 100%. Americans, yes, we are the greatest people, especially the ones like those who called into the office and pointed out the BS of the public servants like Feinstein and Schiff. God bless America. If you are having as much fun with this as I am, do it. Write it in the comment section below. God bless America. Say a prayer for our president on the way out.
Under new California law, people will be allowed to register to vote, and it'll happen actually automatically when they obtain or renew their driver's license, regardless of whether they're U.S. citizens. As leftist politicians import voters, they still don't seem to understand that there are actually dangers when this happens. And the latest evidence, an illegal immigrant Uber driver was arraigned just yesterday. He's alleged to have raped and robbed 4 young women in San Luis Obispo. Let's get into this now with New York Times bestselling author Ann Coulter in New York. And here in studio with me is Jose Aristimuño, who's a former Deputy National Press Secretary for the Democratic Party. Jose, let's start with you on this. Registering people to vote who are here illegally. Explain that one to me.
Well, let's be clear here. This policy that's going to be implemented in April, this is what's going to happen. Voters, if you are in the country and you're undocumented, you can gain a driver's license in California.
Right, you already can do that.
Right, but there are federal limitations, including you cannot register to vote if you're an undocumented immigrant in California. And they were very clear. The state of California has been very clear. You will not be eligible to vote if you're an undocumented immigrant. It's that simple.
And why is the big fuss if that's all it is? You'll be eligible, but you can't vote.
Yes, illegal aliens are big rules followers. Even before California was issuing driver's licenses to illegals and automatically registering them to vote, there are big Hispanic organizations and leftist organizations generally in California in the 90s that managed to steal an election from Bob Dornan. I mean, they found hundreds of illegally registered to vote illegal aliens who were voted for. Already 60%, or about 60% of all ballots in California are sent in by mail. It's not even the illegal aliens who need to go and vote. Don't worry, they'll be voted for. You just need them registered to vote.
And why did Trump close that voter commission? Because the states would not cooperate. You know, the voter fraud commission, they made a big deal of it. The left kind of mocked him, and then they closed it. Was that because states just wouldn't give the information, or they couldn't find any evidence, or what was it?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it was a good idea, except that I think it might have just been moved to an official investigation with the Department of Justice. Incidentally, because of California's giving driver's licenses to illegal aliens, you know, people are always saying, oh, it's so burdensome for people to have to get an ID in order to vote. Well, now all legal residents of California are required to now get a secondary ID in addition to their driver's license because of a federal law that says, hey, all of you states that are issuing phony ID laws, we need a real one now. So there's now the real driver's license you have to go into the inner circle of hell and register for all over again. And when they start giving that to illegal aliens, they'll have to have the real ID. So they don't mind burdening their citizens that way. But yes, this is all about voting. Illegal immigration, legal immigration, but certainly illegal immigration, DACA, it is 100% about voting. At least California makes it clear.
It's not
Jose,
true.
go ahead.
Everything she's saying, it's false. The reality here is that this new policy that's been implemented in California, what is happening here, this is about democracy. This is about registering people to vote. There are 4 to 5 million people in California who are eligible to vote, and we need to get them registered. That is about democracy. It's not about the undocumented the community. It's about the United States of America.
Every 2 new immigrants to the United States, on average, sponsor about 7 family members. So we're not talking about spouses and minor children. That's always been respected and time-honored tradition in American immigration. But what the president is very concerned about is that of the 1 million green cards that are given out every year, annually, more than 400,000 of those are this kind of extended family chain migration. Now, I know you originally came from Venezuela, or your parents came from Venezuela, but that's a minor child with parents. We're talking about uncles, cousins, and most Americans are against that. That's going to be a big part of this ongoing immigration debate. Where do you stand on this?
Look, that's fine. We can negotiate. The Democrats have been trying to negotiate with the president every single day.
Well, Chuck Schumer just took the wall off the negotiating table. That's gone. He just agreed to it. Now he took it off.
Look, you want to talk about somebody who's on, off all the time? That's Donald Trump. We don't know where he stands on immigration.
Won. What do you mean? He just won the whole debate on this.
Well, he shut down the government. He shut down the government. We know that he said before that this will be good for America to shut down the government.
He didn't shut down. He actually won the whole debate.
He shut the government.
Schumer,
a majority of Americans know that this was the government's fault.
That's why the left-wing groups are so mad right now.
The GOP controls the White House. You guys control the Congress.
All right, guys. I wish we could have an